Alright, hello everyone, I am Devin-Foxy, Remastered. And yes, I am the second king of Five Nights at Freddy's. And before we do begin this video, I want to point out exactly before we do begin this video and just say this, by the way, is that, yeah, I should have really explained about the, thing on the second channel. I should have probably explained earlier exactly about was like the verify thing, but the way is that the verify is only just gonna work with like I don't know, just like one house that probably works exactly. Which yeah, at this point it's gonna get a little bit old exactly at this point, since I think the only thing I could probably just say at this point right now before we even do begin this video and slash reaction is that clearly, yes, by the way, I'm definitely am reacting to is Loadout not available. Which, by the way, I'm only just going to react to on this on my fourth channel only exactly as myself as the second king of Five Nights at Freddy's. So that's all I want to point out, by the way, and just say the fact that, well, the only thing that's not probably working, by the way, is with the verify whenever just like I don't know, the verify could get a little annoying sometimes, which I think it probably is going to be annoying. So, what can I expect? It might be a bit annoying. So, yeah, that's just all I want to say right now, man. And also, for those who probably do enjoy this reaction, I hope you guys do, in fact, enjoy this reaction. And without that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And I just want to give you guys a bit of awareness about what was going on with the verify that I'm just dealing with right now on my channels. By the way, is that, yeah, the verify does kind of suck for some reason. It just tries to tell you to say, is like, oh, I have to must verify, which I think I actually looked a little deeply, a little bit, and just figured out a few bit of solutions, and just discovered was like, yeah, I think it's just only gonna say that whenever I just like go to house. I think it's just gonna kind of say that. Whenever like some beacon kind of triggers it, then I think that's what the trigger thing was about. So, for those that probably didn't know, I was gonna just say it on my second channel. Was that I do deeply again apologize exactly for that. So there you go. And yes, I should get to the point of this reaction video. And please again subscribe to the original person, the original creator, and support the original video. And yet again, without further ado, let's get this reaction over with here today on right now. So without further ado, I am the second king of Five Nights at Freddy's, known as to be me, Devin-Foxy Remastered, speaking. And enjoy this reaction, and let's get right into it. In 3, 2, 1, start. Nice. Okay. But damn. Ouch.
Don't look at me, I'm slightly less handsome.
Okay. Rip.
It just ain't right.
You were literally just laying on it, man. You were literally laying on your back at this point. You were literally laying on your back on your dispenser, and then of course you put your legs on that sentry gun. Like you just pretend that you're just relaxing. Like I don't know what you were doing right there, but I guess I just take a little bit of a pause and just saw what you were doing, and I'm like, okay, let's just continue the rest of the video. See? See right there, as you guys just see right there, that's what I just said. But sorry again if I paused it again, so back to the video. And I was just trying to get a good frame anyway before pausing it, so continue.
It just ain't right.
LOL.
Hey!
What?
What's this now?
Okay, that one smug, you know what, who still has all of his items for some explained reason.
My God! I will heal you! Roger that!
Okay. Here lies sandwich. He was moist and delicious. Poor Heavy. Man, he just wants his sandwich in peace.
Kill 'em all! Oh! Ah! Oh, merde.
Damn.
This is exciting.
Rip.
Oh,
Wait,
what is happening now?
you're looking at him.
Let's do this Texas style.
Yeah, that guy. Well, here we go, I guess.
Just a sec.
What?
Alrighty then.
No way did that just happen. Like, okay, you literally just got a freaking grenade launcher and just did him like that. Like, okay, that first part was actually funny. After when he just literally blew him up, and then of course, then with goes the sentry gun. So I guess that was kind of funny.
Alrighty
Wow.
then.
This one freaking hit. Man, holy shit.
Steady,
That's just-
steady.
That's just wild right there. What? Okay.
Ah!
What? That's not how you aim a fucking sniper rifle. Okay, sorry, why did I pause it? I mean, I think it was just ironic a little by seeing that happen, and I'm like, okay, how in the bloody hell do you ever hold a weapon like that? Like, did you guys just see this here from the left right here? That is just this guy. He's holding the wrong side of the rifle. Okay, well, a little bit of a fail, but I think I'll just kind of consider this a little funny. So watch. Watch.
Ah!
See? He's barely holding it right here. He's just holding it right there. You do realize that can get you in the arm, right? Like, I know he might drop the weapon, so sorry if I say this question earlier, but if he dropped that weapon, it would have not gotten him in the near the center of his own arm. By the way, just getting shot off and blown off by it. So, yeah, I mean, if he dropped it, that would make sense. See, there you go. He probably would instantly dropped it, and then his arm probably wouldn't get like blown off for any reason for that. So, for whoever those just don't know how to correctly use a sniper rifle, then don't kind of act like what he's doing, because that kind of makes you a bit of a dumbass for like kind of learning about that one. But I mean, if it's SFM related, then it probably is SFM related. So it actually is SFM related. So oof. Continue.
Ah, piss.
Nice. Good one, medic. There you go. Yep. Wow, feel bad for you guys still.
The enemy has taken our intelligence.
Eat my dust!
I mean, at this point, I might probably be feeling like what he's feeling right at this point, since, yeah, that probably would be me exactly for an example for, a random something I don't know of, but I might probably think of something at least. Well, I think that probably would have been me exactly if I kind of feel a bit depressed and just says like, oh man, when is something going to be coming good? I mean, that probably would be something that I would probably do, which I'm not sure too directly, but I'm just saying it probably would be an interesting fact by saying is like me. Like, hope something really gets good. So that probably would be something. So continue.
Alert. The enemy has taken our intelligence.
Eat my dust!
The enemy has dropped our intelligence.
I
Nice.
built that.
Nice.
Kaboom! Ah!
Good one,
Get
Spy.
going! Move it, lads!
Good one, Spy. Okay, spawning 15 minutes later. Like spawning 15 minutes later, that was kind of rich. And also, can anybody please tell me how did he ever get any of these bottles from? Which I mean, how did the heavy got any of those bottles specifically? How did he got any of these bottles? That is a little bit ironic and a little bit less weird to hear that, but I probably might get this a little frame right here and just say it's like, bruh, like, how did he ever get any of these? He's got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's had like 5 of those bottles or 6 bottles, I think he ever has right now of like, I don't know, like beer bottles or something that he has in it, like around his area. Like, I don't get what any of those are supposed to be for. I mean, I don't know if it's for Subber. I think it probably is for Subber and stuff, which I understand the whole dialogue of like how heavy he's feeling right now, which I could probably at least give him a little appreciation a little bit and just like, I don't know, cheer the guy up at least for having a little bit of something over our sandwich, which I know his sandwich wasn't even there at least, but at least I came to terms to realize to see how heavy he's really feeling at least, which I think I kind of will give a little respect from him, so continue this video. And as for the rest of this, it's still amazing as it is.
Wunderbar!
Nice.
It's a miracle. It's an Australian Christmas bloody miracle!
Alrighty. Nice, there we go.
We have taken the enemy.
Okay. Nice.
Perfect.
Ah,
It's just not the same game anymore.
okay. Yeah, alrighty then. Well, anyways, so before we kind of wrap this up, by the way, before we kind of like get this song with here today, exactly is that, well, what do I kind of rank this video out of? Well, for example, all I can say this video was magnificent. This video wasn't half bad, which I think this video was actually pretty damn good. So I think it was pretty good. All I can say was pretty damn good. So yeah, I think it was pretty nice and very bit interesting here. So what I could probably just say right now, especially right here at this point, is that this video was alright. It's fine this, which I could actually respect to say how the video was at least, which I say that, man, the video was alright. I think the video was good. That's all I can point out here today and just say that it was alright. And now for the only example I could probably just say right now that I rank this video a 10 out of 10, because I mean usually this video is alright at its finest, which I could say, alright, well, at least I'll say it's pretty nice and all, which I think was pretty okay. So yeah, that's all I can say right now. And I do feel bad for the heavy, how he felt, by the way, so yeah, and also the blue spy was kind of being an idiot, exactly, which, yeah, he was an idiot, which I mean, the only thing he would have done, by the way, was just cloak himself while, like, using it around his wrist, by the way, was just, come on, use your wrist, man, like, you could have literally just used it. But I mean, yeah, that's some good reason why I can say that for a little bit of advice for the blue spy not to be an idiot is just wear the freaking cloak thing around his wrist, which, come on, dude, use your cloaking watch or whatever you have. So, especially, I can just say right now, folks, I hope you guys do, in fact, enjoy this reaction. That, by the way, hope you guys enjoyed the video. And like always, please be sure to give this video a like and comment and subscribe and hit the bell to be notified. That way, again, you guys absolutely will not miss a single video that comes on this channel. And also, just in fact, I will actually make a community post whenever I will have the community post up, by the way, just to say is like, oh, Wither Chica's voice box is finished, which also, by the way, I probably say that her voice box will definitely be ready soon, which I will have her ready to be on the MET video, which, like I said, it's going to be a little bit more different when I go to the storage at some point, which I'm not very too familiar how I'm going to do it, but like I said, man, I think it's just about the kind of the right time I'll have it ready, which I might assume to say I'll have it ready at some point, but it's just going to be a while until I think of however it's going to be a bit possible to do. So, you know, at least I'll kind of shut myself up at least to have, like, when she just, like, appears to be in the MET video, and so will, like, Wither Foxy to be up there, but, we'll see. I mean, we'll just see where this goes. Like, we'll just see. So, as it for right now, folks, all I can say is hope you guys do, in fact, enjoy this video. And yeah, that's all I can say. And also, for those, by the way, I want to probably just come on in here and just explain another topic here, by the way. Like, I know it's kind of late and all, which usually I probably never, like, say anything, usually, since, like, oh, I probably want to talk about something that's, like, yeah, I feel bad for the guy that passed away on September 10th, which I think it had to do with, like, oh, some person just kind of, like, killed him exactly. That was just, like, from a campus in Utah, which, yeah, usually in Utah, I've probably never been there, so don't ask me why exactly by saying is like, oh, have I been to Utah? Well, the answer to that question is that no, I've not actually been there. Even if I did, that probably would be, like, a few bit of, like, some interesting researching results to probably tell me on the other hand or the other foot on the other shoe, which that probably could make sense, but nah, I think that probably wouldn't make any sense if I never been there. So how do I know? And how would I actually know? So let me just say this question for basically is that yeah, I do feel bad for Charlie Kirk at least, which I do feel bad for him. Like, yeah, at least he's in a better place now, which I think he had just like had a wife and two kids exactly, which I think yeah, I think he actually did some parts of the good of the world a little bit just to come together and just like oh just to be like a great debater that the history's ever seen in the world, which I at least just say I'll probably be less of politics away a little bit less, which I'm trying at least to be less away from it, which by the way, even though I do have some viewpoints of my own which I can say some are good and some aren't that great, but like I said, I could at least just like think some possibilities could be at least some, but that's all I just want to point out and say that yeah, I feel bad for the guy. Like also, here's one real lesson by the way, is that always be nice and be very respectful towards anyone exactly, even if there's like a point by saying is like, oh, you could have to just like the person, like you can just like the person, or if not, that's fine. But to this point in day, I kind of like taught myself a little bit by saying is like, oh, I have to probably just like be nice to one of another, which I probably did at this point. Which it's all about being nice and respectful, even if some points again that well, sometimes it probably would or won't go overboard at some points about how that works. But you know me exactly, which to me, basically, in fact, I probably say that, well, rest in peace for the man, rest in peace for the guy, exactly. Even if, by the way, that he had a great time and a great life that he probably was around, exactly, which, by the way, I probably say how I kind of felt bad for him at least, which I think at least he's in a better place now. And I think hopefully God actually will, like I said again, will definitely just like take care of him exactly. And, just like hand out exactly. And just, I mean, he'll probably be a bit stronger even if he's on the high heavens exactly, which I think he probably will. So I'd say again, to my perspective, is that at least I'm at somewhere in the middle, just to say that, like, well, at least I'm trying to be a bit, a bit polite and be a bit nice, at least just to be a bit of a nice person, just for once, a little bit, just to say how I felt bad for him exactly. Like he didn't kind of deserve to get like, I don't know, just didn't deserve to get killed at least, which I think I say for most of anybody is like, yeah, never kill anybody exactly, because at this point it just kind of not really looks that great to say at the least. But I mean, at least some people I can say that even if this was a late thing to talk about, then I think I can say for most of anybody here is at least, well, you do know what I mean. At least some people are kind of healing up to this a little bit. Like, who knows, man? Who really knows? I mean, some people could just like move along exactly, or just whatsoever exactly. But at least I'll probably kind of wrap the whole talk of the argument of this a little less, which I might have to wrap it up a little bit. Like, I don't know. Let's just say a little bit of 2 minutes before I will talk back with the original video, which I can still resume to talk about that. So, anyway, let me just go ahead and just give like a few minutes just like to kind of wrap it up for a little bit of that scenario of Charlie Kirk, which I think to say myself, I think he was a great person a little bit as I can say, which I mean, I mean, at least people could like him or not like him at all, which I mean, hey, we're all human beings. And so was him, by the way, that was Charlie Kirk. So, yeah, I mean, we're all humans at the end of the day. So I think that's just all I can say. But, at least we're all humans, exactly, that we can probably at least be a bit more respectful and be a bit more respectful to some others. But there's probably a choice where some other sides are going to say, like, oh, we can probably like the person, or maybe we just don't have to like the person but just move right along. But hey, at least some points in the world that whoever knows exactly, like, who really knows at this point. But as I said again, I'm just trying to stay in the middle and stuff. But at least I try and stay in the middle. So all I want to say right now is, folks, is that rest in peace to the guy, and hope to say at least he had a great time and a great life, at least. And also, yeah, hopefully God watches over his wife and his two children, exactly, just to kind of watch over them. And also, by the way, just go ahead and, like, for some people that never, like, want to go to a church, then hey, go to a church. That's fine, by the way. Just be respectful in the church, like always. Like, just for prayers and other stuff. Like, it's just still gonna probably be a fact for a thing. Like, for some of us, or some of anybody else wants to feel free to wanting to go to a church, then that's decisions for anybody, exactly, at this point, just to go to a church or whatsoever, or maybe seek God or something like that. But, I think the right thing is just to probably do those kind of two things, exactly, and at least just, like, just think positively and just think a bit more, how should I say this a little bit nicely in a different way, exactly. It's just like, feel a bit respectful and feel a bit nice and feel a bit little bit gratitude and a bit respect, which I think some of us could think be a little bit respectful at some points too, which even if some people probably do like the guy or not, then still again be respectful, because at least, well, at least he brought everyone together. That's the point, and that's all I'm saying is, like, dude, he literally almost had like 400 million subscribers, which, that's like a lot of million subscribers that anybody could achieve, which, to my example, that's a lot. Which I'd say that's probably a lot and a lot. Which I probably say guarantee that's a lot of subscribers. And that's going to be a lot of a goal that I've never seen before. So yeah, I probably would be very surprised, to say at the least, that yeah, I'd feel pretty much surprised. But at the end of the day, I probably would feel a bit surprised for you, like, at least for anybody who can at least achieve to that goal and probably would get to that goal. But, let's just kind of wrap up with that whole talk on that and just, like, get to the original video. So, anyway, I'm just going to count 5 anyway before we get back to the original video. So, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Time's up. All right. Now, since we already talked about that now, and yes, by the end of the day, at least we can learn something. Like, one lesson, by the way, is always be respectful and always, like, just to, like, hang out with people, like, in a very positive way, and just, like, just at least be a bit respectful, man. That's all I'm asking. And that's for what anybody could be asking there, too. But, just at least be a bit respectful. Just be respectful, yo. Just be respectful. But anyways, let's just get to the other topic first. Is about the video. So let's do that. So right now, all I can say in this video here exactly is that this video wasn't that bad. The video was good, and I think to say at the most of the standard that the video was staying at its purpose, and it was actually pretty damn good. Like, yeah, it made it interesting, man. It's a bit interesting. Which I think to say in the fact that, this video was alright, and this video was alright in its finest, it was pretty okay to me. Which I think this video was absolutely pretty dang good. So yeah, it was actually very, very good. So, anyways, so for right now, all I can say is thank you guys again for enjoying this video. And like always, please be sure to give this video a like and comment and subscribe, the bell to be notified. That way, again, you guys absolutely will not miss a single video that comes on this channel. And no, basically, I probably would not rank it down to a 8 or near a lower number. I think I still ranked it more of a 10 of a 9, which I think I could say it's either 10 or 9, which I could say what I could rank this video more of is just a 10 out of 10. And then, of course, maybe a 9 out of 10, for example, which I think I'd still say the first option, since I probably say the first one was even more, a bit more of a perfect matter. I could say that nothing was wrong to the video itself. The video was still good at its finest, but man, didn't it just got very interesting as I say it would? Then yeah, I think it was interesting. Like comparing it from like my first channel, for example, like I've reacted to this before, and then now I'm now reacting to this on my fourth channel. It's just a bit inspiring as I can like rewatch the whole thing, and it's pretty dang good. Like it just gets better and better most of the time, as I can say that. But a bit realistic and pretty good. And with that being said, I think it's time we just wrap this up, and it's time we even get going too, by the way. And yeah, and as for a fact, I'll still explain on my separate channels as well, which I probably will still say about the Verify, that I'll explain most of the Verify, and then the usual, I think it's going to be either a late September thing, or probably get near October at some point, which I think, like I said, I'm just going by taking my time and just seeing where this goes exactly, and very much more, so remember, folks, always be respectful and always be nice, even in fact that some people can have opinions or whatever they can have exactly. But just remember, by the way, is that, yeah, at least opinions are fine, which I can say they're fine too, but just kind of remember just to always just be inspired like he ever was exactly, which, yeah, I think it still turns out to be true that he's still pretty much likely to be like a bit more powerful than ever. So I probably would say, all right, that's nice, that's nice. So if I were myself, by the way, I'd probably be more respectful and be very positive and be very much to be respectful. So anyway, I think it's time we wrap this up. And I say again, thank you guys very much for lightly enjoying this video. And yeah, so rest in peace to Charlie Kirk, and hopefully, like I said again, hopefully God watches over his wife and children exactly. And yeah, I think it will still feel a bit sad without having like basically a dad that kind of just walked them around and just like walked them to the aisle and other stuff, and like the usual stuff like life and grown up stuff and other things exactly, which I can still respect either which way that is, which I can still respect a person, at least a person tried being a dad, which like it depends about like best. It depends on which side of the end actually might be better, which there's always two pathways for some reasons that there could be good or not so much, but I mean, I kind of will feel about that and kind of experience a little bit at some points by saying is like, imagine like, without having a dad at some point, which I know it's gonna have like a different turnaround, which I think it's gonna probably just like be a little bit more odd and a little bit more different, which I think usually it's just a little different, but I'll probably stop from talking for a bit for now. So, anyways, like I said again, I don't want to probably waste the video exactly for however this long is, but like I said, just hopefully you guys understand what I'm talking about. And yeah, I know this is kind of a bit of a late discussion, but it'll probably be more late and late until I probably consider so or whatsoever, until it's just like, yeah, I mean, it's just one message and be done with it. And I think that's probably what the old saying is just like, I don't know, just get it done with and then just like move along and just do something more positive, which I will still do that as well for like the next one that'll probably be next. So there you go. And that's just end of my message. So my last message is hope he has a safe place and hopefully he had like a great journey along with his life and had a great thing going. So yeah, at least he was alright while doing so in the campus and like in Utah. So there you go. Message has been finished and done. So that's all I want to say, and that's positive what I want to say, but I won't go any further by explaining, but just say something nice and positive. So thank you. And with that being said, let's just wrap this video up. And yeah, I'll see you guys absolutely in the next video. So take care, everyone. Peace out, sign out, and we'll absolutely see you guys very enough, absolutely, in the next video. So take care, have an amazing day, and I'll see you next time. And my name is Devin-Foxy, Remastered, the second king of Five Nights at Freddy's, and I'll absolutely see you guys absolutely again, absolutely to the next video. So take care. Goodbye, sign out, and peace out, and goodbye, everyone. And we'll absolutely see you guys very enough, absolutely, in the next video. So, anyways, see you guys again, absolutely, next time. So, thank you, goodbye, and hopefully we learned something from the day. As long as from like, as long as hopefully at least some FNAF of the community exactly just probably understands what really was going on about that time. Which I mean, all of us, we can probably understand what really happened to that day. So, yeah. So, anyways, I'll see you next time. Goodbye, everyone. Take care. Sign off and goodbye. And absolutely see you fair enough. Absolutely to the next video. And likewise in the next time and then in the next video. Goodbye, everyone. Sign out. And remember the 4 things you guys got to do, anyways, like every other single time, is just do so. But anyway, see you next time. Goodbye, everyone. Signing right on out. Like and comment and subscribe and hit the bell to be notified if you're a new person. But go ahead and absolutely immediately subscribe. So anyways, thank you for watching and goodbye. And I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye, everyone. Devin-Foxy Remastered. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye, everyone. And see you on absolutely in the next video. And remember, the next video is going to be positive next. Hopefully, like I said, the next reaction video will be positive soon, as fairly enough. So, pretty much. And then, of course, finally, will be another MET video. So, at least, that I'll probably say so. But anyway, take care, goodbye, and see you next time. Signing on out. Later, and goodbye. See you later, everyone, and see you next time. Bye-bye, everyone. See you next time. Peace on out.